Go live. Oh, okay. Oops. Huh? Oops, I had to hit like live. Oops, I forgot to hit the go live button. Oops, I had to hit live. Oops, I forgot to hit the go live button. Okay. Here, echo. Okay. Oh, we're live. Errors? Do you hear this thing? What? Okay. Okay, keep on the screen. So looking at the camera. Okay. That's good. Okay. Hey, Angela's here. Hey, we're live. Any kind of feng shui question? Hey, welcome back. Did you guys all finish watching the dating series? Any here today to answer any question that you guys have? Oh, other questions, fine too. Yeah, this is a lantern festival background. So you guys didn't know, like, so we have the Lunar New Year, or Chinese New Year, and then on the 15th of the Chinese New Year, that's when all the kids would open the red pocket, and that's also a lantern festival where they release lantern in the air. So this is what a picture of those lantern looks like in Asia. It's pretty cool. Like, I think like a Disney make like a movie about it too, using this concept. Uh, yeah. Yeah, so that setup works for the 2021. So the house setup works for office too, but I usually don't recommend putting everything at home because usually office is smaller than your home unless you rent a room. But I think your office still smaller in most cases. Generally, I recommend depends on the situation of your work. So like if you want to try for promotion, then put the money set, which I have on the 7, 8, and 9. Those are the area you want to put like water plants to boost your career. It's only the case if you're not at risk of getting laid off and such. Like, but if you're at risk of getting laid off, like the company might be laying off soon, then I recommend putting a different set. And that's a set like where you put a like a glass of water on your desk or water plant, and then put a white rock behind you, like where directly behind where you're sitting. That would be a set I recommend if you want to protect your job, like if you're at risk of getting laid off. So different set depends on different need of your career. Everyone's in different situation. Hmm. Oh, everyone dating life is good for everyone. I hope. Everyone, Nikki said like she's dating a foodie. It's also like foodies have similar interests like with other foodie obviously, but like they also enjoy like higher knee in the bedroom. So that's one thing can spell too clear on YouTube. Yeah, yeah. Feel free to enter any questions like in the chat. I'll be glad to answer them. We still got plenty of time. Yeah, rabbit is not the best zodiac sign this year. They're last. Yeah, definitely put like a wealth set at home. So so usually there's two types of set when we do a feng shui analysis for individual houses. Like you say you purchase the resident service, I'll go to your house. Well, doing normal time. Now I'll just do a Zoom call. We will have a permanent set where we measure like a one of your house, maybe one of the 24 mountain. That's what we call it. And so and then we determine your permanent set. So those don't change unless you at least like every those changes like every 20 year, and but the next change would be 2024. So between like 2004 to 24, it doesn't change unless you move out or move in. Then that would set the land of the luck to the next cycle. So those are permanent. You can safely assume there's a permanent. Then we have the annual set that changes every year. However, those are actually stronger than the permanent set. So even though you have the permanent set, doing the annual set would give you an extra boost. So like you need money, definitely place the wealth set, in the star number 7 and 8, 9. Those represent your wealth for each year. So like the red star, the translation with red star usually call it different thing than when you study in Chinese. But I just call it red star number 7 for simplicity. That's a star that controls the wealth from the previous year. And the white star number 8 is the wealth for the current year. And the purple star number 9 is for the wealth in next year. It's also in charge of the marriage too. So definitely like put the set I recommended in that one video I posted, I think a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Yep. Any other questions? Just ask me anything. today. Problems, conflict with any kind of workplace conflict, interpersonnel. That would actually be solved by, say, that's actually the green star number 3. So you have any workplace conflict, like snitches, the B word at work. So like green star number 3 is the star that brings those to workplace too. So you have those kind of situation at work. Find out where the green star is. But this year, I think I put it yeah, this year is on the southwest corner. So find out where the southwest sector is in your at work, in your office at least. If you have a cubicle, do the cubicle, put something pink in it. It will help reduce any kind of workplace conflict. Mm. Everyone's doing well. No, March is just started, so let's finish recording the investing series. So it was an interesting market this week. We had a kind of bloodbath in some of the sectors. Mm, pigs are not any better than rabbit. Pigs are actually rank 11. Rabbit is 12. So in terms of wealth, you guys are kind of at the bottom for this year. I mean, last year was pretty good for pig. They were number 1. And a lot of people like made a lot of money being a pig last year. This year is a little rough. There's gonna be some job changes with the Pegasus star. As far as job relationship, I think this year's average, the well is definitely at the bottom. You can always watch the pig video or their rabbit video again to get more detail. See, we have just the go. I think we looked at that last time, did we? Let me take a look. Let's see. So, well, okay. So the first birthday you, and then second one is for matching. You're always gonna be matching to some degree. So So you actually you are the partial wealth type. So then look at the third video. I talk about there's a positive wealth and partial wealth. So you are a partial wealth. That means like you love to be shower of money. Like you'll find someone that would do that for you. And the other person, assume that's your wife, August 25th, 1988. So she's obviously a dragon. So what that means, like, so she's got the robbery star. That means she's a selfless person. So any kind of selfless person tend to do well with anyone, even the most selfish people. But you obviously not selfish, so I think you match fine. I mean, I don't see any problem personality wise. You're a little controlling underneath, like also you secretly are foodie, like deep down you love food and other stuff. Yeah, but the primary dominant sector usually is partial wealth. That means you're money driven in terms of relationship. At least like someone's willing to spend money on you. But that means like it's not that you bad, but you also like you're being a partial wealth doesn't mean you just spend all the money. You actually boost the wealth luck of the other person too. So she'll benefit from you and you benefit from her. I think it's a win-win situation you have here. She might be a little bossy, but not in terms of relationship. She's bossy to other people. Hope that answer your question. Yeah. If you have their birth hour, I can do a more detailed analysis. Or now it's more like so far it's only 80% accuracy without the actual birthday. Birthday will give me some insight of what the children are like. Yeah. Any more question? Anyone? Just type it in the chat and I'll go through them each one by one. You still got 40 minutes. Yeah. So ask me anything. Any question? Dating, relationship. It's kind of focused today, but you're free. Welcome to ask other stuff too. We can talk about what. So a little bit what's coming up on the channel would be I think we're gonna do a little video about investing, Feng Shui investing. I get some question about it every now and then. Besides relationship, wealth is also a major topic. On our end? Hmm. No. Uh, I don't think so. Like, cause like relationship is a strange thing. Like, you don't have to be like lucky to find someone. I mean, you can find someone that can endure like bad time with you, and that person will endure kind of long term tests. Like you don't want to find someone wait until like you become like wealthy, successful before you find someone. If you can find someone during bad time, tough time, those will like tend to build lasting marriages. Mm, Cause I don't think like so okay, this person 80 34. Who's this? Is it a girl or male or female? It makes a difference. Okay. Oh, this is you, right? Okay. Mm, sorry, missed it. Okay. 30 a.m. Okay. Mm, okay. Take a look. Yeah. Oh, okay. Overall, yeah. Overall, your money. You have more money in the children section. So you have two types of children. Like one would like love money. The other is a little strange. So those are the two groups of children you may have that will inherit these personality from you. So one group, a little weird, like weird. I mean, like maybe in a non-traditional sense, they might be into strange stuff, like the non-mainstream stuff, like hipster type of personality. I don't have a donation set up, but like, I mean, people usually Venmo me like I'm in Master Lao. That's usually how people pay me, like doing consultation. So those are two form of payment I accept, but that's usually like when I'm working service like at houses. So people have done that, but I'm not soliciting payment. I don't know. I think YouTube has like that option eventually. Hmm. Okay, we can look at that later now. Yeah, yeah, that's my Venmo code. I don't know. You is it optional? Entirely optional. Yeah, I don't have it set up properly. We just started figuring out how everything works on YouTube. Yeah. So let's go back to yeah. How about your children? So yeah, I mean finance and I think artistic. That's the one way to say it. You might be a little selfish on their artistic kid, but overall, I think those are benefactoring element for you. Money is all your strength, as I think we mentioned before. Like money and management are your strength. So the money side definitely is gonna help, but like the helper side might not be. Like the wood is the other element that's on the helpful side. Those are your benefactor. They're actually bad for you. So when we talk about benefactor, there's like good benefactor and bad benefactor. Good benefactor are the one that helped you along the way. Bad benefactor are those that come to your life and helped you, but they tend to be counterproductive. Like they might take care of stuff for you and it might make you lazier in the process. So that's a downside of bad benefactor. It's affect everyone differently. Mm, yeah, if you're looking about, I don't know, soliciting for service, like I have a on my Facebook page. That's usually where I accept like consultation requests. So post a link here. You want to like get more detail, like get a report. I accept requests there. Usually, I think that's what most of my viewers came from. From I think 70% of my viewership came from Facebook because it's I had this page for a couple years now. I've been doing local business just from like just the local community since like 2007. So it's been a long like just trying this online thing this year. Hmm. Yeah, we still got half an hour. Feel free to ask any questions. I know my keyboard's very loud. Okay. Let's see. I think you mentioned that last time. Your ex-wife. Yeah, what do you want to know about her? Birthday a little different than last time. 79, right? She's a sheep. September 7. Okay. It's a little different than last time, I remember. Was it a different ex-wife? No. Okay, so she's a foodie when it comes to the love. Giving this birthday, I'm reading. Foodie. Foodie is into like food, obviously, and then also the little emotional too. Can get like not the exciting type, a little different. That tend to be a little more on the wild side. But like when it comes to love, yeah, they get the hopeless romance. They tend to dramatize stuff in the name of romance. Also have a high sex drive. And then on the that's her prime, the prime like personality. So that controls everything. And then underneath, like she also want to keep control as well. So she's got the power stand on the second layer. So she want to control how things go in terms of relationship, which might be a clash to you because like you also have a controlling layer on the second layer. So control and control don't go together. Like you both have the power personality, like which is typical way to describe what an alpha is, but you're not a prime alpha, so those two personality don't get along because when nobody gets their way, if two person try to get their way, that's why two alpha will never get along unless it's in some kind of strange relationship. Like compromising is the key to that type of relationship, but you're gonna have to spend a lot of work into making the relationship work. It's probably why she's your ex-wife now, because like the control factor. Yes, she's all. And beside that, she's good with money. A little emotion too on the other pillars. Oh, discipline. So discipline, foodie, like which, that kind of clash with their exciting part. So you might have conflict between like the excitement part. She's like, oh, I see thrill, but like I guess on the surface she appeared to be disciplined. Underneath she's a little exciting. Can two baiters get along? Yeah, definitely. I mean, depending on what type of baiter you are. You, yeah, it depends on, yeah, what. Let me check your birthday, Jeff. I don't think I ever have it, Mr. Jefferson. I don't think you're baiter. Like, beta, there's no like a one baiter personality. Beta just mean like you're not a controlling person. Like, so say like if you're not, neither of the people have a power personality, then nobody would seek control. That mean like I guess that mean you're a beta. I guess you're automatically a beta if you don't have the controlling personality. So like, oh, I don't care if the other person takes charge. No, that's not how it works. Like two beta doesn't make one alpha. You could be a potential like partial alpha. You have the official stand. So like in the first video, I mentioned the official personality and the power personality. So how it works is like one is a yang, the other one is yang. If you have both of those personality on the same layer, like when you talk about personality, there's like an outer layer and the inner layer. You don't want the two yin and yang personality on the same outer layer, inner layer. Then you have like a conflicting personality. That's why some manager is not effective if they have conflicting personality. Like try and manage someone, but then you yell at someone like, "Oh, go do this," blah blah blah, and then make that person cry, and then you might regret it because of your conflicting personality. Try to be a nice person, but you try to be mean at the same time. You're gonna go a little crazy like after a while. Wow. Some have both type of personalities. Like the yin is on the outer layer and the yang on the bottom layer, inner layer. Then those actually more functional because like you can appear as a nice person to others, and then the mean person on the when you get home. That even though it sounds as bad as it sounds, it works out pretty well for these type of people. We describe these person as like a Geno. They would look like a mean guy on the outside, and then a nice guy when they get home. But they still maintain that control factor. So that's how we look at it, and like we look at the overall picture when we look at a life analysis, which is also like is actually one of the hardest things to learn in the school of Feng Shui. Like Feng Shui is actually scratching the layer. When people talk about Feng Shui, you're really scratching the surface layer. Then if it's like a 4 year school, you'll be learning Feng Shui in the first year, and then maybe like relearn like face reading. Face reading is probably the second easiest, and then palm reading is the next. Then I get into their birthday analysis. That's the last thing. Some Feng Shui consultant would practice some of the specialty, not the other. I generally like the Feng Shui factor. That's easiest to people understand. And then I specialize in the life analysis too, which is the hardest thing. I tend to skip the middle part. Is like not very interesting. It's not accurate sometimes. Face reading, you can read someone really quickly based on like different molds they have on the face. Those are interesting street knowledge you can use. And palm reading, like palm reading, you can read someone on the inside. You can tell what that person feel like on the inside. Like face reading is what you prefer to show other people, while the palm will show what you feel on the inside. And life analysis just reveal both of them. It show everything, and it's most accurate too. Yep. Got me monologuing. Any other question you guys have? No. We still got 20 minutes. No. Overall, regardless, in terms of relationship, regardless your personality, it's like whatever makes you happy. Like that's the most important part. It's like people like had came to me before asking like, "Oh, are they a good match?" Like a week before they get married. Like I'm not gonna tell you like not get married. Yeah. Well, I guess I shouldn't say like nice, but like official and power of yin and yang. Official just being like you're discipline manager. Like you still want control. Both want control, but like how they express is a little different. Like the good guy is actually positive seal. I remember you said like comment in one of the videos that you are a partial sale. Just mean that you're a good guy. Like good guy don't always finish last. Good guy is the positive sale. That's what a good guy is. Nice guy, nice guy. Don't say good guy, but like nice guy. Yeah. Partial sale. Yeah, she said you're a partial sale. I'm just looking back at comments like, yeah, partial sale means like you're into weird. If you're a guy, then you're into weird chicks. Like kind of like, so you shouldn't be dating like the regular type of girl because like you not attracted to them. Okay. Okay, you got your birthday. The private message. Let's call it that. No. Yeah, you're partial sale. So you shouldn't be dating like the regular good girls. Looking at your last name, I can tell you're Asian, probably. So you shouldn't be finding like a regular hoe. Like you should be finding like the strange hoes, the different girl, like one of those girls that your parents wouldn't approve. So like you bring home, your mom would be angry at you for dating this girl. That's the type of girl you should be dating, because that's what you're attracted to the most. Like the non-conformist, like the hipster type. Like you watch South Park, you see like the emo kid. Those are the kids that are partial sell into. So not the good girls. You know what I mean, but yeah. I mean, look at your birthday. You're a good guy. Yeah, obviously like good guy. So like partials, like seal is one of the category that are non-conflicting if they're on the same layer. So you have the partial seal and the positive seal in another column. That means you're into weird stuff, and then also a nice guy as well. And secretly, you're angry at your father. That's inner layer stuff. So you're holding it inside. You have issue with your dad, and then you appear to be into weird stuff, which the same on the outside. So they kind of match both sides, and you appear to be good with money too. So money is good for you. Like you're a frugal person. That's the way to describe it. Even autumn. So autumn birthday means like you're into fire and wood are your elements. And sadly, your seal that like the benefactor are metal. I mean like you're not gonna get much help in life. Like help is not gonna be great for you. Mm. But like good thing is like money and idea, like your strength, but you don't have any wood in your pillars. So that means you're not gonna get great idea until you hit those certain wooden year. So generally you want like a balance of element in your life analysis. So yeah, you got 8 pillars. That's 8 possibility. You don't want every single one to be one or the other type elements. You want to have like a mix of elements in your pillars. That's usually you see in a lot of those and that's how we rank like successful people like that have good life usually have really balanced elements, so they have a balanced life. If you go on extreme on one side or the other, you tend to have like really like polarized life. For you example, you're pretty dominated by the metal element, which is your benefactor. That's counterproductive for you. So, and then you're also bad at doing work yourself. So water is your element too. So you a harmful element to yourself. What does that mean? I mean, like when you try to say like work into something by your on your own, do things on your own, or get help, are both bad for you. No, either side bad. Like so, best strategy in life probably like is your money and your idea. Those are two your strength. So you good at coming up with ideas to maybe invest it, but never like try to do any manual labor or try hard at something. They usually counterproductive for you. So rely on passive income, I guess. That would be my suggestion. And then management is earth for you. That's the neutral element. So you have some success being a mediocre and management. Yeah, it's a hit or miss when it comes to managing. Yep, success in life is just really build those passive income. You have great ideas and great wealth luck. So buy a lottery ticket during a good year. And then I don't think is this your good year? Let me check. You're sheep, so sheep is not very high this year. Are they? Sheep. Yeah, I was looking at too many stuff to remember. Yeah, your sheep is not bad, but you're a autumn sheep, so that means you not gonna be very good this year. But there's definitely a change for relationship. But since you're an autumn sheep, relationship is gonna be changed for the worse, maybe. I guess if you're single, anything better than single. So you're single, you might be dating again this year. But it's a toss up on who you end up dating. But the good thing is that if you're dating, then you might end up getting married or break up, versa versa. But overall, it's like 11. So on relationship, so I wouldn't put too much hope in it. But you should see a change in your current status from single to someone else, like something else. Focus on wealth this year is ranked second for sheeps, but it might be changed for the worst since you're an autumn sheep. Not as bad as a winter sheep, still. Yeah, you're still recovering from the previous several years because, like, for winter folks, they tend to have a bad run in the past several years. I mean, like, I know a lot of sheep folks that gotten divorced or like break up relationship in the past several years. But don't worry about it. Stay put this year. 2022 is your year. Like that's when like any kind of autumn and winter folks they tend to rebound in those years. It go in trend. Like nobody's lucky forever. It come in cycle. You might be lucky this year, but like you could be bad shape in the following year. The best way to find balance in life, you when you're good, okay, you stay up, you stockpile, build wealth, build relationship, and then during bad time you stay put. Like you just not necessarily sell everything. Like you might have long-term investment, you just hold them, but don't try to like overextend yourself in trying new idea and stuff during bad times. Vegas 2020. No, I wouldn't recommend going to Vegas during your good luck year. Like when you good luck, gambling has nothing to do with luck. I know people that are lucky lost their life, like not life, but like life saving during like the lucky year, just because they end up going to casino. I see in a lot of cases, like in Hong Kong, like training in Hong Kong, Macau, just like a short boat ride, like a 45-minute boat ride. Plenty of lucky people had gone over to Macau and tried their luck. And same with here, like Utah, in the US, like Vegas, you can lose your pants like in Vegas, even though you're like had the best luck that year. Because gambling has to do with like technique, nothing to do with luck. A casino, they all hire a Feng Shui consultant to design their tables and stuff. There's a reason why like the shape of like casino gaming room, they have little dome on the top to kind of trap you. You feel trapped when you sit down in a certain position. You might find like certain positions that are good because they might miss a certain point. Yeah, gambling. Don't gamble. Maybe like a couple $100 for fun, but like bring cash if you gamble. Don't go to the ATM. Yeah, yeah. You definitely have good luck finding money this year than love. No luck for love this year. No true love at least. Maybe like short-term entertainment. I don't know. Well, that's what I recommend to my brother. He's a sheep too, so true love won't happen. Maybe like try dating, like you can date and drag it out, but don't think about getting married this year. Yeah. Oh yeah. Quite a lovely crowd today. Yeah. Any other question? We still got 6 minutes. Uh, so we got the investment series coming up. So the first thing is love at first sight. Mm, I don't know. It's up to people. Like if you're a obviously you're a hopeless romance because you have the foodie personality. So it's possible for you find another foodie or someone that's exciting. It all depends on person. Like relationships is complicated these days. Yeah, it's complicated to a point like back in the days where we used Baizi, like the life pillar of life a lot because marriage is final. There's no changing their mind. Like back in my great grandma's day, like they would have to they just marry and this divorce is very frowned upon. So nowadays like it's really not effective when we do that calculation because you can always change your mind about marriage. It's not final, so it's just whatever you feel like. Trust your gut. Because I remember my grandmother was telling me like back in the day when she had to marry into my family, like my father's family, they had to reveal like your birthday, make sure like your birthday matches this person. Sometimes they would like forge your birthday just so it matches with the other person. Because she was talking about she forged her birthday just so it can marry into a wealthy family. And true love. Take a look real quick. I think I have this 80. Yeah, true love. So you have the partial wealth. I don't think we find anyone that doesn't have the power stand is great for you. So anyone without a power personality in your couple palace would be a great match for you. Someone that's not controlling about love. I think it's usually the control factor that kills relationship. That's the most fallout I seen in relationship. When people like send me their birthday, like, hey, are we a good match? So just from experience, I think the powers is really the key when it comes to matching. So I would find like anyone, I mean, like good person, like positive sale, usually they're unicorns. And the person you talk about, like, I think that person is a good match too. They're not controlling. They're controlling in other aspect, but not controlling when it comes to love. So the person you mentioned that's born in 88, August 25th, that person's a good match. Even though they might be controlling other aspect. I mean, it doesn't get along with her father. And then she's a little strange, but like everyone's a little strange anyway. And then she's a selfless person. So I think you guys are a good match. Yeah. Obviously, preferably like everyone wants to find I don't know, not enough people notice about the positive wealth. The positive wealth is one of the rare type of personality, but if you find one, it's 100% guarantee that person is gonna be wealthy, and then make the other person wealthy. The March 7, 88. So that person is less likely than the other one. So like the August 25th birthday, I think that's a better match than the March 7th birthday. Because like the March 7th girl is a little selfish. And she also bad with money too. And you're bad with money too. So two person that are bad with money usually means like they're gonna go broke after they get together, or like have no control in the spending. You always don't want one person to be in control, the other person to not be control, at least about the money part. So like if both person are bad with money, that's usually not gonna get well financially. And she's a little selfish too. So selfish in terms of love, or stubborn. That's another way to say it. Selfish and stubborn go hand in hand together. If they're selfish, that means like they take care of themselves first in relationship. It's also a high chance of extramarital affair. Selfish people are usually a good magnet about these type of situation. I've seen too many of the time. Like I mentioned in the video, like Mr. Will Smith has this personality. So that was a highlight for last year. Yeah. So I mean, between the two, I would pick the first person, like the August person. And yeah, and we're yeah. Well, you feel it too. Trust your gut then. When in doubt, trust your gut. You, I mean, between a selfish, you basically picking between a selfish person and a selfless person. Which one you want? You want someone that's okay. All right, I got a phone call. Oh, done. I mean, time's up. We're at 6:31. Well, any question? You're welcome to comment in the video after, or other video that you have question on. Yeah, selfish people. They're like very selfish. Like selfish, that means like they need to take care of their needs. So they are selfish enough to find another person to take care of their need. That's how the translation came about. Anyway, thanks for coming, guys. We should do more of these live stream. Yeah. Save your question for next time you miss it, or comment it. I'll try to answer the best I could. See you guys. Thanks. Stay tuned for other video. I'm ending the stream now.